Next up, we have Article 8, which is a very regular article. We bring this article. The Finance Committee recommends the use of free cash every year, and I'm going to ask our Finance Director to introduce the article. Thank you.
So as the chair of the Finance Committee mentioned, this is an article that we see at town meeting on an annual basis. Sometimes it appears on the consent calendar, and sometimes it is up for a full presentation at the meeting. The amount, again, this year is $1 million that we're seeking to have town meeting approval to reduce the tax rate for fiscal '21. Free cash is the town's undesignated fund balance. It is generated when actual revenue collections exceed estimates and/or when actual expenditures are less than appropriations. Free cash is certified each year by the Department of Revenue. It is available for appropriation after certification at any regular or special town meeting. This chart shows the amount of free cash certified for the most recent 10-year period. The town has adopted a oops, what happened? The town has adopted a financial policy which states that free cash should be maintained at a level of 5 to 10% of the general fund budget, that it should be used to provide property tax relief, and that it should only be used to the extent that it can be replenished in the following year. If it does rise above 10%, as it has in each year of this 10-year period, the town shall consider using the excess for a capital item or to deposit into a general stabilization fund, general fund stabilization fund. So this is the free cash calculation. The town's certified free cash as of June 30, 2019 is $11,839,956, or 10.08% of the next year's budget. This amount is $91,217 above the policy maximum. However, once you subtract the $1 million that is sought under this particular article, we're well within the policy limits. This slide also itemizes other requests for free cash appropriation included on the 2020 annual town meeting warrant, but those aren't up for discussion this evening, but I'm certainly happy to answer questions about that. And happy to answer questions.
Any questions?
Hi, Kerry. Mark Halligan. Do we currently have a general fund stabilization fund, and if so, what's the balance?
We do have a general fund stabilization fund. It has a very small balance. It's less than $10,000.
Thank you.
John?
Could you just remind me, how long has this amount been at $1 million to reduce the tax levy?
Oh, off the top of my head, I don't know, but it has been standard practice for a good number of years. I would say more than 10 years.
More than 10 years?
Yes.
Because as the median household tax bill compounds at close to 4%, $1 million, of course, is a reduction in the impact if it's stable at that level. That's the point of my question.
Kerry, can we pause for a minute on the slide you showed that starts with right now we're at 10%? Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you've looked forward and said if all of the articles this year at this town meeting that are seeking money from free cash were approved, we would go down to, I can't read that number.
6. So it would be $8,139,956, or 6.93%.
I get it. So we're at 10, and we would go down to a little bit more, a little bit less than 7.
Yes.
Thank you.
Just a point of clarification on page...
You speaking to a microphone, Dee?
Oh, on page 18 of the town manager's budget, it does say that the $1 million started with fiscal year 2017.
No.
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 No, that's not it? To reduce it to page 18
Of what?
of this book,
The budget book?
of the budget book? says appropriated to reduce the tax levy. Is that the topic we're talking about, correct?
Yep.
Yep. And it says that for fiscal year 2017, it was $1 million and has been $1 million since then.
Yeah, but
Oh, at the $1 million
Initiated.
level. Yes, so in that column, that is a good point, because that's different than what I said. So if anybody has the budget book, page 18, there is a column that says appropriated to reduce the tax levy, and it goes back to 2006, and started at $500,000 and has increased over time to $1 million. Yeah. Thank you, Dee.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Carrie.